And welcome back. I want to show you the peak fall color here. This actually shows when we are expecting the peak to happen across the state. Now, peak fall color typically happens from the north to the south, so that's why you're noticing the dark purple up here, which is the peak fall color for parts of Steamboat Springs, northwestern Colorado, is really right now. So it's over the next few days that colors will continue to pop there across areas north of I-70. Here across Colorado Springs, you'll notice that's primarily going to be the last week in September through about October 5th. Areas east of the interstate, probably October 5th through October 12th, and there across the San Juans and Durango, October 5th through October 12th in terms of peak fall color. Across the eastern plains, that orange showing up there is between October 19th and October 26th. So if you're doing a little leaf peeping there and you need to make your plans, there you have it. We'll talk a little bit more about this coming up in just a few minutes. For now, I want to take you back to the radar and kind of show you a few storms that are ongoing across the region. You'll notice right now the heaviest of showers are mainly east of the interstate, just east of Colorado Springs, pushing across Highway 94, kind of riding along an outflow boundary. Look at this. This storm is releasing some cool winds here that is really hitting the surface and fanning out in all directions, and that is showing up on the radar with this particular thin blue line that you are noticing right through here, and it stretches all the way back into parts of northern Pueblo County. That could be an added focus for new storm development, but this is pushing south and east, so away from the city. The ongoing storm right now is producing just a little bit of lightning there just along and south of Highway 94. We're not expecting any severe weather this evening. A couple claps of thunder. These will be your general run-of-the-mill showers and storms throughout the duration of this evening. You'll notice there in Woodland Park a nice brief little shower moving through, giving you a little rain cooled air. Not much to write home about there, but a few ongoing showers across the high country, and then that is about it. Across parts of the eastern plains, we are expected to stay dry for this evening. Most of these storms will start to fall apart after about 7, 8 o'clock this evening, so they won't really sustain very well as they move across the eastern sections of El Paso County. Let's take you back to the upper level pattern here and show you, look at temperatures right now. We're trending in the 70s because of the rain cooled air that's already moved through Colorado Springs. A weak little front is moving through parts of the upper Midwest. It's not going to really cool temperatures all that much, but it is an added focal point for new storms to develop there across Kearney, Nebraska and parts of the upper Midwest. We've got a weak little wave of energy, again, as we said before, that's continuing to trigger a few showers across most of the central mountains in the Pikes Peak region. Notice as we move through the overnight hours tonight, these storms collapse and fall apart after about 8 o'clock, and then we're quiet, partly clear skies tonight, temperatures in the 40s and 50s tomorrow. First half of the day nice and dry, and then storms begin to develop across the high country as we move through 1 and 3 p.m. Here across Colorado Springs between 4 and 6 p.m. A few storms will scoot across Interstate 25 and across northern sections of El Paso County, and then about 8 o'clock they just start to erode and dissipate, so the eastern plains expected to stay dry through Tuesday. But Tuesday is the first official start of fall in the morning time frame, going through really 7:30 tomorrow morning through 7:30 the following morning for Wednesday would be kind of our first full day of fall. Notice temperatures are still going to be unseasonably warm on Tuesday, though, especially across Highway 50. Slightly cooler for parts of Colorado Springs. Areas into the high country tomorrow, 60s and 70s. This is primarily because the rain cooled air will come into the afternoon hours right about the time our temperatures would typically peak on daytime heating. So because we're going to get the cloud cover, the rain cooled air is going to cap our temperatures off only in the 70s and 80s tomorrow, and then Wednesday primarily trending in the 80s region-wide. So you may be wondering, well, when are we officially going to feel like fall? Well, that would be the upcoming weekend, where you'll notice temperatures go from the upper 60s to low 70s on Saturday, down to the 50s and 60s on Sunday. So Sunday is looking like a decent cold front will sweep the state. It does not look like we're going to have a ton of moisture to work with that next front. So we're not going to include probability for rain just yet, because it looks like most areas are going to stay dry. But it does look like temperatures are going to start to really cool down into the low 70s for places like Pueblo County and Fremont County, which is a little closer to seasonal for this time of year. And then, of course, Colorado Springs will be in the upper 70s tomorrow, and then much cooler by the upcoming weekend. You may have missed the peak fall color graphic I just showed there, Bart, but I'll let you look at it again later.
We only see 4 newscasts a day, so I'm sure I'll catch it in one of our shows,
you will.
Right?
Maybe.
Mary, thanks. Well, terrible day on Wall Street to start the new week. The Dow